So I haven't felt that judgment face to face. But of course, trolling I have. Trolling has happened, and where's the husband? And you know, how can you do this? And don't wear tight clothes. And someone might look at me and think, oh my God, she's so slim, and oh wow, her body's amazing. But I have many issues with my back. I have, you know, I hate my legs. I mean, there's lots of things that we see in ourselves that we don't like.
So today I'm with a woman who has redefined the definition of an actress in Bollywood. She's changed the norms, and now she's entering into another phase of her life, which is possibly going to be the happiest phase of her life, that is motherhood. Welcoming Kalki Koechlin in conversation with Pink Villa. Welcome, Kalki.
Thank you.
This has been long pending, and of course, what better time than to do it now. You are literally glowing, and I'm sure everybody who's meeting you now is saying the same thing. How many times have you heard it in a day?
Glowing, glowing. Yeah. I wish I was always glowing like this. Well, you know, I don't know if people are saying it because now they know, because before they knew, they weren't telling me I was glowing.
I want to ask you, and start off by asking this, that what was your first reaction when you got to know that you are going to become a mother? And that is the first time it's happening.
I was like, this can't be right, it's a mistake.
Really?
Because we weren't planning for it right now. So I immediately went and got another test done. And when I was absolutely sure, I was happy. But I wasn't sure in the beginning. Yeah.
What was his reaction?
His reaction was, from the first moment he heard, he was very excited. He was way more excited than I was. I think I took like a little time. Yeah.
In an interview recently, you said that, you know, you were waiting for the right time and the right person to have your first baby with. Now that this is happening, has anything changed around you? The surroundings, the people around you, has anything changed?
I think it's more what's changed internally. I think obviously you become so much more aware that you're responsible for another living human. So you start looking around at the world very differently, how to nurture better and how to take care of things better, how to look after my own body, what I'm putting in my mouth, what I'm feeding myself. Obviously, you know, you have to stop drinking and all that. So you start becoming hyper aware of like your health and things like that. But also from like a more mental point of, like a more emotional point of view, it's like, I don't know, I feel much calmer. I feel like I take more time with things. I don't make quick decisions. I'm like, okay, wait, let me find the answer and then, you know, get back to you.
Have you ever, like you said, that the changes are internal. When you make that change, in the first few days, it can be really difficult, especially the health choices or the food choices that you're making, the diet choices. How difficult was it for you to get into that particular routine?
Actually, it wasn't so difficult because I was struggling to eat in the beginning anyway, because I had such bad nausea that, you know, it took a long time to just want to start eating again. I've always loved healthy food. I've loved like salads, and I like sabzi and, you know, ghar ka khana anyway. So I don't have too much trouble. The only thing, I find a little hard is not eating too much sugar, because I'm a big cake person and I love cakes. So that's the only sacrifice I've had to make.
You know, during pregnancy, a lot of women, actually most of the women have a lot of cravings, food cravings.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Grapefruit.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very healthy craving.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know why I've been craving grapefruit like for 2 months. And there wasn't any grapefruit in the market. Like I was getting that grapefruit raw pressed juice because that's what I was finding. But now at least there's pomelos in the market. So I'm very, very happy to be buying my pomelos.
But do you have like these kind of situations where you're like waking up in the middle of the night and feeling hungry and having anything?
I don't know why. I haven't had any of that. I don't know if it's different for, obviously it's different for different women, but no, not at all. I only get up every night at least 3 times to pee. Yeah. I guess there's like a whole situation with the bladder that changes because there's so much pressure from carrying the baby.
Are you hyper when it comes to pregnancy? Like, do you read up a lot? Are you always Googling things?
It's my first pregnancy, so a little bit. You know, I've got on the Baby Center app, checking a lot of different kinds of websites and things. But I take all that information, but I don't use a lot of it because I feel like a lot of it just makes you paranoid or worried.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, I think I was doing a lot more. Now I'm a little more relaxed, I think.
rough estimates state that especially in India, in a country like India, when women are undergoing, like going through pregnancy, the 9 months, they do most of the work themselves, like alone. They don't get the support of the husbands, of course they're working, whatever, but they don't get it. But in your case, it's not the same.
Yeah.
How lucky do you find yourself to be?
I've been super lucky.
Yeah.
My partner has been very supportive, and obviously I was working also, so like those were tough times because I was on shoot in Shimla, but my makeup artist was the only one who knew on set that I was pregnant. So Angie was like taking care of me and making sure like I got time to rest. A big challenge on that was that we started the shoot in July and we finished around September. So by September my costumes were not fitting me anymore. So it was like we were trying to find like ways to put elastic and all that without, the crew and everyone else finding out. So that challenge was there. But I've been really like moved by the support I've gotten, especially after these interviews. Like everyone from the industry has also like been like, let me help in any way that I can. Chandan Roy Sanyal, who's on our show, started sending me ghar ka khana. Yeah, friends around have really helped me in whatever way. If I needed a drop or I needed something, they would help me.
But how difficult was it for you to like keep it within you?
In the beginning, I mean, the thing is, the first 3 months.
Such a happy thing that you want to share also, and you can't at times.
The first 3 months, I didn't want to share the happy news. I wanted to share how much I was suffering and why I'm being such a moody bitch. Because in the beginning, I was like, guys, there's a reason. My hormones are all over. But people were just like, why is she being so grumpy and so like psycho, So I was struggling with that I wanted to be able to say, guys, I'm pregnant. That's why I'm like this right now. But other than that, of course, now I was dying to tell people because it's just, I don't want to hide. I've never been much of a good hider. I think I've always been quite candid. So yeah, I'm glad.
You already have, there are women in the industry today who are actually redefining motherhood and how they're handling pregnancy. There's Kareena Kapoor Khan, who started this trend that why can't, pregnant women work? And she worked till the 9th month of pregnancy. You also worked. And you're promoting your show and then you're going and you're flying back. How easy or difficult does it become physically? But at the same time, it also sets an example for every other woman in India to follow. There are a lot of times when families only say कि mat karo kaam, baby ko affect ho jayega. But you guys are shattering those age-old preconceived notions.
Yeah, I think every body is different. Every single woman is going to take a pregnancy differently. So I can't be like, okay, everybody just go and work as much as you can. I know that I struggled in those first few months, but now I feel really energetic. And I also don't want to be isolated because I feel like I am the kind of person who likes to keep busy, who likes to do things. So it would just depress me if I stayed at home. I'm wondering, post-pregnancy, I'm taking a break for like 4-5 months at least. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to start a project because what will I do? I mean, I know I'll be very busy with my baby, but I'm sure I'll also want to do something creative. So I just feel like, I don't buy into this concept that you have to stay at home and do nothing. In fact, I believe you need to be active, you need to be like conscious, but you need to listen to your body. There are days where my body has shut down and I've been like, that's it. That's all I can do for today, and you do have to be conscious of it.
Have you thought of names already? If it's a baby boy, if it's a baby girl, so you have it in your mind.
Yes, so Guy has chosen a name if it's a boy, and I've chosen a name if it's a girl. But we're not going to say the names yet.
Yeah, of course, you shouldn't. But have you started buying clothes, setting up a nursery?
So I don't need to buy clothes at all because my mother has kept all my baby clothes from when I was a baby, and I have enough clothes for like a year. So, and they're really soft and nice because they're so old, but it's really nice. So I have really lovely baby clothes that are secondhand from my own childhood. And the other stuff, of course, like prams and cradles, we're looking at those things, but we haven't actually set up all that yet. I think only towards the 8th, 9th month we'll start setting all that up.
But what are you planning to do for the rest of the pregnancy? Like, how are you handling it? Because now it's a little easier than the first trimester.
Actually, most of my hard work is done because we were shooting for Brahm and we had a lot of stuff to do in a very short period of time. But now I'm doing a play, which I'm going to be opening actually in my 8th month. I'm going to be on stage performing.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's Uncle Vanya, the Chekhov play. So we're doing that, 8 women on stage, basically.
Oh, wow.
So that's fun, and that's being produced by my own company, Little Productions. And I'm doing the BBC podcast that I do. I'm doing a 2nd season of that, which is called My Indian Life. So pretty chilled out work. It's going to be much more.
You're taking vacations.
Oh, and I'm going off to Israel for Diwali to go and spend some time with Guy's family. So yeah.
There's a certain taboo that is attached to having a child out of wedlock, which is changing, which is now in the last
this
times.
word also is from like Shakespeare, you know, out of wedlock.
Yeah.
You know, I'm with child and out of wedlock.
I think society is changing.
It has changed, you know.
Yeah, but there's a point where people still like in interiors of India, people are like.
I'm sure there are.
They look down.
I don't know them personally, so it doesn't affect my life. But whenever it comes to my building, my neighbors, the people around me, they all know I'm not married, and they've been super. Aunties have been like coming and being like, "Aapke liye kuch chahiye kya?" And they're really, really lovely and sweet. So I haven't felt that judgment face to face, but of course, trolling I have. Trolling has happened, and where's the husband? And you know, how can you do this? And don't wear tight clothes. And
this is rubbish.
So
ridiculous.
all of that is there a little bit, but trolling happens even when you're not pregnant. You're just a celebrity. Actually, forget it. Even if you're not a celebrity, if you have an opinion which is out there, somebody
which doesn't align with theirs.
Yeah, somebody will disagree with it, and that's okay. People have their points of views. Yeah.
But you know, I want to ask you finally before rounding up, because you are a very strong woman, and most of the Indian actresses who've spoken out about this have been really strong and have had strong mindsets. Recently, Sameera Reddy had been called out, and like you said, trolling, been trolled for gaining body weight after delivering a baby, and she spoke out, and she was proud of the way she looked. And there are a lot of women who have those body image issues. What would your message be to them?
Someone might look at me and think, oh my God, she's so slim, and oh wow, her body's amazing. But I have many issues with my back. I hate my legs. I mean, there's lots of things that we see in ourselves that we don't like. Sometimes I just think, you know, it's okay. It's okay to not have a perfect body. It's okay to not have a perfect day. Sometimes you feel rubbish, sometimes you feel glamorous, sometimes you feel, you know. But I think surround yourself by people who value you for who you are, and you know, I think that's what's going to give you confidence. I don't think if you're constantly looking for someone to approve the way your body looks, you're not going to be happy, because there's always going to be people criticizing. But you know, it's about who you are and, you know, how happy you are from inside.
Also, you've been a kid lover. Like, you have spoken in interviews that you've seen your brother literally grow up, and Anurag's daughter really grow up in front of you. So you've had that experience. Do you think that will all come in handy when you're becoming a mother? What kind of a mother do you think you will be?
I have no clue. No clue. It's too far ahead. I mean, I do know that I love kids, and I'm pretty good with kids. Like, kids love me. You know, I spend a lot of time with my younger brother, Ariel, and also with Alia, when I was with her, now she's a grown-up woman. But like, what to expect of motherhood? I can't know what to expect of motherhood. It's such a, you know, it's just such a mystery. It's a mystery. It's going to be an interesting, it's like a role of a lifetime.
You're planning to have a water delivery, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that?
I just did a lot of research, and it's meant to be much less traumatic for the baby, because your baby's in the amniotic fluid, so it's in water already. So it makes the journey out smoother. It's also meant to be more comfortable for the woman if you're choosing to have a natural birth.
More power to you, and you know, thank you for this lovely conversation. I know you will make for a wonderful mother, and hopefully by the time we sit here and do an interview next time,
I'll have a little munchkin that I'll be like, take him,
I
take
love
her,
kids.
please.
I need
a break. Yeah.
Thank you for doing this, Kalki.
And thank you so much. Hi guys, I'm Kalki Koechlin and you're watching me on Pink Villa. And if you like this video, then please like, share, subscribe to Pink Villa.